Well, hello there. So, welcome to this episode of the Hell Let Loose Logistics Experience. I believe this is going to be episode 4. Um, the difference between this and the previous episodes, which I've uploaded, is that I'm just going to commentate as I'm playing the game, basically. So, what is it that I do in this game? Well, I'm one of those very, very rare mythical players that some call logistics players. And basically, what we do is that we do all the parts involved in the war game that isn't the war part. we don't do the shooting. There's no action. There's no well, there is every now and then a little bit of action, as you're gonna see, but it's very periodic and sparse throughout the entire game. But basically, what the logistics players try to do is they try to set up the resource nodes, and more importantly, the more fundamental part about logistics, which I found, is garrisons. Basically, it's what I've learned is that you can win a warfare match, because most of the times I'm more concerned about warfare mode than offensive. It's the main game mode that I play. I find it more interesting than offensive. And in warfare, what you have to understand is that you can win the game without nodes and resources. You can even win the game without a commander. You, however, cannot win a game without garrisons. Right? You need spawn points of some kind, and garrisons, half tracks. Mainly garrisons are more important than the half tracks, partly because they don't require fuel in the early game. That's what you're basically going to be working with, is garrisons. And as the game progresses, a good garrison network is usually what you need to hold on to a point. So I'm just going to hop in the game, and as I'm playing the game, I'm just going to talk and give points about the things that I've learned as I've clocked in about 200 hours into the game at this point in time. So yeah, so just gonna pick a server, and I'll cut to when I join the game. Alright, so we've joined the game, Hurtgen Forest. I'll just pick whichever side has the least amount of players. We've just started, so people, about half of as I was joining the server, it was full, but the last match is finished, so about half of the players have all left, but it will slowly fill up. The server info at the beginning has been bugged out for me, so I can't see what they consider to be the minimum amount of players to be considered a full game. For those who don't know, there are certain rules on certain servers that different divisions run, and basically you're not allowed to use, well, depending on the server, usually the rules are you're not allowed to use any kind of armor, and you're not allowed to progress beyond the middle point until there are a certain number of people playing the game, that are in the game, participating in the game. Once we spawn in, we'll see the full rules, but normally at this amount, it wouldn't be considered to be a full game yet. But we'll just go in anyway. So, alright, so the initial supply truck's been taken by the commander. Okay, so one thing I want to say is that the initial supply truck, right? If you're looking, if you're a new player and you're trying to do logistics and whatnot, usually what I see is that engineers will go in and take the first supply truck and take it off to build nodes. Don't do that, right? You just request for the second supply truck, because the garrisons are far more important than nodes, alright? Especially in the beginning, because if you don't get the garrisons up, it's very possible, and I've seen this many times, that the enemy will just steamroll you, alright? Because you just have no garrisons up, and if they even have one up, they have a massive advantage. So always leave the first supply truck, and usually it's either the commander will take it or a squad leader will take it. That squad leader usually most of the time is me, but yeah, I'm in no rush because it's not a full game.
Garrison up.
And there we have the commander setting up a garrison. So garrison placement is something that you're gonna have to learn as a logistics player. But at this point in time, he's gone off and done that. It's not a full game, so we're not in that much of a rush to really start spamming out garrison. So what I usually do is, and this is the more tedious approach to logistics is, well, can't do it off here because there aren't any open support slots. But usually, the way you want to go about building nodes if you're like really dedicated to playing logistics is that you want to hop into an open squad that has the support role open, which we don't have right now. And what you want to do is you want to build nodes in the HQ, preferably in the middle HQ with the artillery. Because usually what happens is that as enemy recon goes in around the map, all these nodes that you see get built in the second row, because for those who don't know, the supply truck can only drop the supply crate outside of the first two battle sectors, right? So since these are the HQ sectors here, we consider them in like 2x2 squares. So here, for example, these two first rows, columns, sorry, that's the HQ sectors. You can't use the supply truck to drop the supply crate. You have to go across the border into the third column.
If anyone wants to be the scout in that Dark Hound squad, he's a sniper. Be the scout, kick him off the artillery. Don't know why he's on artillery as a sniper.
Yeah, Commander is talking about why one of our recon guys on artillery. The good recon players basically, you get 2 recon slots, so that's 4 total, 2 snipers, 2 spotters, and basically we want them operating behind the lines, but I'll talk about that later. But yeah, so the supply truck can only drop the supply crates in the third column, and basically what you want to try and do is that you want to just drop it just slightly over, because the radius of the supplies is 50 meters. So long as you're within 50 meters of the supply crate, you can use it to build anything. Build nodes, defenses, this, that, and the other. Okay, somebody has joined, so what I can do now is I can leave the squad I just created to join back in as support. And then we come back here, and yeah, I have to admit, doing logistics is, in this game particularly, is kind of very tedious. We'll just find a nice spot to build it here. Don't want to build it on the road to block people. Just build it off to the side here, close to the guns. So we just drop it off, and if you can see in the bottom right of my screen, there was like a resupply animation going on. So you can see here in my inventory on the bottom right, it's slowly filling up the supplies. I can't remember. I think it's 60. I think it's either 60 or 120 seconds for it to resupply. But basically, we're not interested in waiting that long. What we're going to do is just go and redeploy, and then switch to engineer class, and start getting nodes up. And the way you want to go about this is that if you're doing this method, which is very long and you have to redeploy several times, you want to get the manpower node up first, because the manpower node cuts your resupply rate in half for the support role. Okay, so the other guy is left. Okay, we can join this squad because the engineer slot's open. Go back. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Yeah, you see at the south HQ, somebody else has done the first manpower node. He's got another supply up as well. So we come here, and usually the meta strats is you want to try build it to try shield the artillery members, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to be able to get it placed on here. No. It's a map dependent kind of thing. And on this map it's not too bad because there's plenty of cover. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to pull that off. So we'll just build it off to the side here then. Just manpower node. Get the hammer out. And away we go. There it is. Alright. So it doesn't matter what class it is that you're in. As long as you just enter the radius here, as you can see. Oh, that's not mine. Yeah, this one here. This radius of the manpower node. The resupply action for the supplies on the support class, it automatically gets cut in half. So by the time I redeploy and come back in here as support again, I should have it back, and I can build the second node. Yeah, you just heard there that like clicking sound. That's to indicate that my support class supplies have been recharged, basically resupplied. Okay, support role in this squad is open as well. So we'll back at it. Usually, if I had joined a full game, I would be quite worried because we only have one garrison. This is not good. This is not good, guys. But since it's not a full game yet, and I forgot to read the full rules, but there's no way this is a full game yet. Definitely seating rules are still on, so we don't have anything to worry about right now. So there we go. And as you can see here, the recharge rate in my number 4 inventory slot already started halfway because we're already in the manpower zone. So it's the second supply, and while I'm waiting for the third supply to recharge, I'm just gonna redeploy again and back to engineer.
What the fuck just happened?
MG42, buddy.
So we're back.
What the fuck? We have 2 snipers. Where are they?
No idea.
The squad has finally hit some action, but
Chilling out somewhere.
there is no squad data. I'm not too sure if they realize that. This is a common thing where you can join full squads with no squad leader, and nobody wants the responsibility of the
What the fuck, George?
Straight away.
I have an RPG, but I don't sell them.
Yeah, I can't see where they are.
Holy.
So here's a trick that can save you 1 extra redeploy. You just wait for the resupply
Nice
action
head popping up in H7.
whilst you're still the engineer, and you can place the node blueprint, this green thing here, and basically you can just place it now as you're still an engineer, then redeploy as support, and cut down 1 redeploy action because you don't need to redeploy again to engineer afterwards. You can now go off and do other things. So we'll just wait for the resupply sound. And these blueprints, they last quite some time. Things like a minute, maybe 2. So you don't need to be too worried about that. Yeah, there we go. That sound right there. And there's an icon on the bottom right that we've got the resupply. So we just drop the blueprint here and redeploy for the last time to do this.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. Looks like that MG42 is not there anymore.
Yeah. George, here. Hop.
Don't drown.
George, I can't jump. Come to help me.
What happened? Oh, I need to get up. You stuck?
There we go. One
It's
full
a
set of
fucking
notes.
deep water here. What the fuck?
Yeah, follow Danny.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah, I'm alive.
Nice one. You can drown in there quite easily.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay, so we're back out. Yeah, I didn't want to talk over the squad comp. Well, I mean, they can't hear me, but for the purposes of this video, you wouldn't be able to hear me. So yeah, so there, one full set of nodes up in the HQ. One thing that I've come across, and it was only yesterday, sometimes you run into like dedicated artillery players, and basically what they like is to have the manpower node just inside the artillery guns, because they will have like a dedicated member in their squad that's going to be constantly being support to drop supplies for an engineer who's probably going to be like a loader in their artillery team. And that engineer is going to be building up the defenses around the artillery to make it really hard for recon to eliminate them, basically. But artillery main squads like that, quite rare in this game. So it's something to keep in mind, basically. If you're a Logi player and you're in the mid HQ, you know, if you can try get it near the artillery pieces, you might be helping somebody out. So, okay, the rules have finally popped up. So let's have a look what the seeding rules are. At least 25. Yep, we're not there. We are definitely not there. Well, in the meantime, we can get on with the main objectives of logistics, which is garrisons. So we're just going to need to request a supply truck here. Command, can I get a supply truck middle HQ, please?
Supply truck in.
Thank you.
Everyone check your maps.
Okay, so you've probably noticed that I've made my own squad and I've locked it. And what's the reasoning behind that? Even though I put the logistics symbol as designated what the role of the squad is, people will still join nonetheless and expect you to play as a frontline squad. Why, I don't know. You can sort of understand because the symbol next to the squads are kind of small, but then again, it's the only symbol there. I'm trying to... It's just what it is. But you don't want more than 3 people to be doing logistics on your team, because there's only 50 people on the team, and technically the commander is doing logistics as well. He's going around.
Be advised, Hable, we have infantry behind us.
Like what we're doing. So he's basically handling some aspects. The point of the logistics player is to try help the commander in the operational, strategic kind of aspect of the game. So, alright, here, garrison placement. There are 2 ways you go about garrison placement.
Charlie squad, I've got a bombing run. Do you want me to call it in on point?
We're not supposed to go in for this second point here. But server admins don't seem to be awake.
No, don't worry about it. There's barely anyone on here.
Okay.
Guys, I don't think we can attack the second point yet. I think seeding rules are still on.
No, it's seed. Yeah, it's seed.
Charlie, you're gonna have to fall back.
I'm not seeing many infantry pings. Also, can we get another garrison up on the scar itself? And call in a supply drop if needs.
I'm gonna set one up just behind, then set one up in the zone.
Commander, can we have a Panther middle HQ, please?
They've got a tank on the objective.
So as I was saying, 2 kind of philosophies around garrison placement. One is position just on the map here.
We're losing the scar.
Shot.
G?
Well,
G squad? Oh, you were scout, never mind.
This does happen quite often. Usually it's recon that you run into, but I do believe that was a full squad there that was flanking around.
Is that tank still up on Jacob's barn?
I believe so, yeah. How far back do you want
It's
it to fall back?
sealing rules.
So we're just gonna try reclaim the supply truck. Just gonna leave the
Each squad, did you
second one
just
there.
see that vehicle driving past? I heard something, didn't see it. If you can give me accurate pings on that tank, I've got a precision strike I can call in.
Okay, bear with.
Hey. So this is the other half of logistics. We're trying to reclaim supply trucks, basically. It is what it is. I could go back, because the most people don't know is that there are a standard set of vehicles that automatically spawn in as time goes on in all the HQs. So one of them will have the recon tank. I think that's on this map here, the South HQ. Yeah, here. Recon tank, transport. Middle will have supply truck, transport, and a medium. And the top spawn will have a light tank and a transport. And over time, as game progresses, if these vehicles are not present in the HQs, they will just automatically spawn in. I don't know what exactly the time is, but yeah, that's a thing. So you don't always have to ask the commander for supply trucks, because the
H
basic
squad,
stock.
we've lost our most forward garrison in F7. The supplies there to build another one, if possible.
So one of the other squad leads has been cooperative, so he set up the garrison in the zone. Now, usually you don't want to set up garrisons directly in the zone, because artillery or bombing runs.
C squad, I'm assuming that tank's moved.
Yes, it has. I'm trying to find it now. I can't find it.
I'm not saying that you
I'll
can't
notify
build
you
it,
when I do.
or you shouldn't sometimes, because considering the fact that we've got a pretty good foothold here and we are still pushing
We're
the
losing
point,
the Scar.
despite the fact we're 2 players
Any
short.
squads that are near, just move back to it. Make sure we hold.
Now you have the decision to
Should be
make
fine,
here
mate.
to go back into the Scar, but they've knocked out the garrison. So, and I am just a one-man unit. Most of the time, as logistics, you can't be doing everything. Although, if you watch some of my previous videos, I've had to switch on the fly, switch on artillery, go on to the front line to fight. But I'm one man, and I'm not going to bleed any more manpower by adding people to my squad. I'm just doing logistics here. So the infantry that was here has moved away, although I do believe I am driving right into them, but not entirely sure, can't be too sure.
Recon plane going up.
We'll just risk it. Oh dear. This is one of the... It's very hard to tell which trees are and are not. The ones you can drive through. Silly mistake. We should drop the supplies here, and then we just get shot.
Strafing run going in across the Scar. Keep an eye out.
I don't know if it's...
Is this tank marker accurate, Charlie Squad? Can you confirm on Jacob's farm?
Negative, it's not.
Oh, it's completely bugged out.
Yeah,
I have
recon
not
plane
had
showing
this
something there.
exact problem before.
Assuming it's moved off then.
Oh well.
I'm gonna move to that location and see now. Bear with.
That is going to happen quite often. Although I've become a little bit more adept at maneuvering the trucks, especially on like maps where there are a lot of ditches and rivers and whatnot, I've managed to stop getting stuck in ditches like that more often than that right there.
Never mind, we've lost it anyway.
Never quite been in that kind of
I
situation.
might be able to ping you. I can hear it.
So we have now lost the Scar. We still have our first garrison up and plenty of infantry still around. So I'm still going back here to try set up the defensive garrisons, the fallback garrisons basically. Because the game is about to go live. Actually, the game is 1 player short of being live. believe there's still some infantry running around there, so many a times you're gonna run into a problem where it looks like you have a good position to set up a garrison, but you don't have, you haven't secured the area basically. This is like the chicken and the egg problem where some people get frustrated when I point this out. We've had garrisons in the area in past games.
Tank squad, be aware we're losing Cal Trail that you're on.
Oh dear. Set one up here.
Yeah, we need backup.
H squad, pull back.
The tank is on ping, but it is moving.
Try to figure out.
Okay.
The
Let me know if it's stationary at all.
Will do.
Baker squad, is there a lot of infantry on you?
and try to cut across this side here. I'll set the garrison up behind this bunker here. Infantry has access to the trenches, spread out. At least that's in theory. Taking the wrong turn. Let's try not get stuck again.
Tank is stationary on.
So yeah, these smaller half-destroyed trees, you can pass through them. The bigger ones you can, and the
Sorry,
rocky
say again?
you can.
Tank is stationary on ping.
And that's one of the big
Come in,
ones.
can you spawn a supply truck bottom HQ?
Pulling precision strike on tank. Supply truck, bottom HQ.
Yes, please.
Alright, one thing you want to try to do is not try to drop the supply crate on the road. So I'm trying to back up
Roger,
here
Ken.
to the side and drop the supply crate. You don't want to block access basically through tanks or other places. This is what you just have to do, I suppose.
Enemy garrison is marked.
Not the best place to
Bombing
hide
run
garrison.
going in over the top of the scar.
basically-
H squad, watch out, you're close.
We're trying to set up
That
the
garrison
garrison
should be
network.
gone after that.
So just one garrison is never going to be enough in this game, and you can never have too many garrisons. I mean, the limit is 8. You want to try keep it at 8. If you're going on the offensive, then you're going to have to make sure you have some garrison. Oh, that sounds pretty close. Oh, that was our tank, I believe. Yep. Ah, shame.
Garrison gone.
Precision strike on our friendly tank. But yeah, if you're going on the offensive, you're gonna need to keep in mind how many garrisons you have, because if you're at max garrison and somebody gets into a good position to set up a red zone garrison, and you have the opportunity to basically blitz the enemy, you want to be able to set it up fast and get everyone in. You don't want to waste time trying to dismantle the garrison, or to find out that your dismantled garrison ability is on cooldown. That's always not nice. So I'm just gonna try reverse to make sure I have a way out of here. Because remember, once you drop
defend
off
this
the
record
crate, you can't reverse into it. So I think I might be able
Get
to
some
fit
squads to
into
go back and defend, please. I can reinforce.
And we have run
Currently
into
no
an
one
infantry.
defending.
That is an
Recon plane
infantry
going
squad.
in.
Because it's only the MGs that can damage trucks like that. I thought it was a bit further away.
Infantry on the south, defensive point.
Gonna need to put that marker up and call it in. Oh, I think that was yeah, that was the infantry that was
Reinforcing.
firing in. I want to. Well, the supply truck's still there, probably about to die. Supplies are there, which is the most important. I'm just gonna spawn in here, work my way around the trenches, try to get there, and put the garrison in. Looks like Baker Squad is doing work as well. He's managed to get one off, but he's too close to the
Guys, I
infantry as
need
well.
people to defend.
He's running into problems. So we've got one full squad just spawned in on that garrison I built there, because I mean, the only one that's basically the defensive. Technically both are in range to be considered as defensive garrison, but you know, that's just a terminology kind of thing. It doesn't really matter. As long as they're in the area of the battle zone, basically. And there
thank
goes the
you.
supply truck, and there goes the supplies. Alright, so this entire area here is called added. We can't go to. We have an empty supply truck over there, but we're not gonna be able to get there. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to set up garrisons here in the south. There's no way they have anything else there. Set it behind them, basically. Just redeploy back to South HQ. Call in another supply truck. Command, can I get a supply truck bottom HQ, please?
Fire trucks, bottom HQ.
Please, guys,
Thank you.
mark enemy tanks.
Okay, so we've got another supply truck here at the bottom. So,
J and H squads, where are the enemy? Are they actually on you or not? We're going to tell.
Panzer 4 on Baker marker. And D7, D6, sorry. Stationary for the moment.
Fog of war above
Thank
us
you,
now.
Baker.
We don't really know where the enemy is now. Baker has set up this garrison there, which is pretty good, but they are about to be overrun.
I drop an airhead coming in. Northwest, northeast of Scar.
Now, I myself usually forget the rule that supply trucks can't drop in the second zone, despite the fact I've put in quite a lot of hours in this game. But a lot of other veteran players also forget this as well. But basically, if you want to set up a garrison right on the point here for the last one, you're gonna need a support guy to come in and place it. Now, I have done the trick where, as you saw me at the beginning of the video, you go jump into another squad as support, go out to some place, drop the supply crate, and redeploy as the designated role. In this case, it would be a squad leader instead of an engineer, and then build it.
On ping.
I have done that before. It is not efficient, it is not fun, it is very time consuming. But remember, this
Panzer 4
game
is moving up north.
lasts for an hour and a half, so you do technically have the time to do it. So here's the plan. Since there is some infantry here now, ideally you want to set one garrison up here, plenty of cover. I'm thinking of now, I'm gonna set a garrison up here first. So it'd be like reserve basically. It's not a lot of cover on this end. Basically what I'm looking for is proximity to the point. You'll have to do. And I doubt that enemy recon or enemy infantry will be moving around this area a lot, so probably won't find it. One thing is that you usually want to try to hide the supply crates, but I'm usually too impatient to go about doing that, to maneuver the supply truck in the exact spot to put in the supply crate.
Recon plane up.
Let's see here. Yep, right here. This is the fallback garrison. Okay, so that should give us enough distance to set up the next one that I want to, which here would be a pretty good area. Because it's got a lot of cover, a lot of buildings, access to the trenches. And it's right in between this point and this point. So in the worst case scenario that we lose Call Trail and they're counterattacking, we have a garrison right in the axis of the attack, basically. So we can either move to defend or move in to attack the point. Now remember, this is all theoretical, because one thing you have to understand is if you play logistics a lot, or commander building garrisons, is that you will go out and build the garrison, but nobody will use it, nobody will defend it. So if enemy recon stumbles across it whilst everyone's fighting on the middle point, it's just going to disappear, and basically it never gets used. Such is the nature of the game. Just try leave some room here to maneuver out. Put the supply crate behind this building here. Deploy the garrison. And garrison is up. And we are out of supplies. Now we have to go back. Logistics in a nutshell. Try not to get stuck again. Clear the markers. Alright, so my previous garrison's gone down. The original garrison is still up. That's interesting. I'm not too sure whether George is engaged with enemies there. Okay, Baker has reset. Yeah, this is one other thing. Supply crates in supply trucks are 150 supplies, alright? To set up a garrison in the blue zone, you only need 50. So if the supplies are still okay, still in position, and the garrison goes down, you can still rebuild it, alright? It's only when you're going into red zones that you need 100 supplies to build a garrison. And you run into problems here because sometimes basically you build the garrison, goes down, and then you end up only with 50 supplies left in there. Now you have to add another 50 supplies basically. And some people forget this when they're looking at the map. They don't take the time to hover over and check how many supplies are actually there. It's a good habit thing to do, is to keep on checking how many supplies are actually there on the marker on the map and double check. So you don't want to run into a situation where you spend like half an hour walking around the map to a bunch of supplies that were there at the beginning of the game that the enemy hasn't been able to find, only to find out you don't have enough supplies to actually build the garrison. That has happened to me quite a few times. So we've come back to this the HQ base, and it's basically these things here, the ammo depot. Basically this metal crane kind of thing. You bring the supply truck, you go back here, it fills you back up with supplies. So on the bottom right of the inventory, you can see there you have 2 supply crates, each 150 supplies each per crate. So we now have what would be considered a garrison network of some kind. And basically, one way you want to think about it is like it's a chain, right? And you want to try to keep the chain as close as possible, so no gaps. So we've got one right here. Basically, this gives us access to all the points that we're trying to work with here. You're not how do I say this? You're not restricted to just playing within the battle zones of the map, right? You can always play outside of it. I mean, we could build garrisons here. I mean, there's even supplies here. It must have been from earlier when we had the point. But yeah, you can build garrisons anywhere where you're defending the battle zone or attacking, right? So this here is the locked area. You can see that with the locked symbols. We can't access these two. Can't build garrisons. Only Recon can build their outposts there. But you can build it the rest of the flanks, alright? And there is actually a lot of purpose and like reasoning behind this. A lot of people don't seem to give much thought into it. They only seem to think that the garrison
I'm gonna call in a bombing run across Scar.
Must be near each of the points.
Enemy behind you, what?
That's not true whatsoever. Okay, now we've got a very
Bombing
good
run, go in and check your
network.
maps.
Oh, we just lost one. But if you build one out on the far flanks, especially here, you'll be helping out Recon, because they get wiped out for some reason.
Someone's medic's right on the path of the bombing run.
They can always come back. Or the second Recon squad can always use it to try infiltrate the enemy position. Many times I've seen full squads go off to some far corner of the map and then just walk their way around because they don't want to be detected. If you're using a vehicle, you're more easy to spot. And they can get in behind, get access to a supply drop somewhere, build a garrison. Now you've got another flank open. Having a garrison anywhere is better than having no garrisons, alright? Okay, so now we have to make a decision. There's plenty of fighting up here, infantry. Kind of want to reset that garrison the commander first put up. There's a line of infantry here, but I'm pretty sure if I try to drive around here, I'm gonna get shot, so I'm trying to get in. This is hot, so they're right here. Can get a garrison.
Commander, can you see my body? There's enemy garrison.
You have to keep in mind, one of these big squares is 200 meters, and yeah.
I think I see you. I'll mark you.
The radius exclusion zone of a garrison is 200 meters. So if you're
Baker
trying
squad
to
for garrison, approximate.
if you're trying to gauge the distance of where you can build garrisons, you can just use the square marker.
We've lost
translate
the
it.
attacking garrison we had.
Enemy arty gun on
This one was
dog
here.
mark.
Oh, this one's hot now.
Enemy infantry on the move.
Garrison C5 hot. As a logistics player, because you're looking at the map most of the time, it's very good to call out.
How can we take out one of those AT guns?
Which
Shoot
garrisons?
people off it, shoot rockets at it.
Okay, I don't have rockets. I'm a recon squad.
Okay, so
Yeah,
clear
actually
this
they're
out.
still
Moving
shooting.
in now.
Using it.
That arty gun is actually aiming at our spawn in D6.
Okay, it's right on my mark. If somebody has a rocketeer that can take it out.
I called the AT gun a rocketeer.
Enemy garrison E7, B7 destroyed.
Ah. Well, it was a risk that I took, knowing full well it was an active battle zone. But you know, you're gonna have to take risk in this game. And there's been a couple of times where I've like driven right into the middle of a battle zone because nobody wanted to drop. We could not get anybody to drop supply from the support squad member on the attacking point. So I have quite a few times driven a supply truck right across the battlefield, being shot at by MGs, tanks, whatever. Sometimes I die, sometimes I don't. But when it does work, it's basically like a Hail Mary move. You get in the point, you drop down the supplies, and then the squad leader that's already on the point gets the garrison up and saves the day. Usually that works on the defense, because if you're on offense, the enemy doesn't have to be that close to lock the garrison, basically. Red zone garrisons. Now we are right in the middle of an active war zone. They're right there. That is a shame. But we are going back nonetheless. Trying to get that garrison back up, because that's basically our attack garrison. And it's a pretty good attacking garrison, because as you can see, it's pretty close to the attacking points that we need to go into, and it's still in our friendly territory, blue zone. So I believe in order for a garrison to be locked in the blue zone, goddamn, the enemy has to be like 25 meters or 50.
Took the two guys out on that gun. I just need somebody to take it out.
In order to lock the garrison, I need to double check all these things, but it's quite close. You have to be quite close to lock the garrison in the blue zone, basically. But in the red zone, you could be like, I think it's like 100 meters or something, maybe 75, somewhere around there. But yeah, okay. I'm going to use the back garrison that I built earlier, try and approach from there, but it seems that the rest of our infantry guys that spawned in there also engaged. They're not making much progress. Hey. Taking a stroll to the woods with machine guns cracking over our heads. The supply truck doesn't seem to have been shot up, which is interesting. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Smoke off the supply truck so I can get him without dying. Smoke off the area that we want to get out. Here we go, 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 go,
Dog
gun
squad,
it.
I'm dropping supplies in F7. You build a garrison when you respawn, please.
Okay.
Okay. Aye. Just give me a shot. Oh, yep, he's still hitting us. You'd think they have more important things to shoot at. Oh my. Try to get over this ridge here. Ah, wow, they got me. Oh my. Oh, we've lost the garrison behind as well. Probably enemy recon there. That is not good. Well, see, this is the problem, right? So Baker could set up that squad, but That's interesting because Baker was the guy previously who was setting up garrisons. I would assume. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Yes. Okay, thank you. I need to have a little bit more faith in people. But for those who have played this game for a very long time, know that it's not a wise decision.
Hey,
So there's enemy recon here. Oh, and they're now hot. Oh, and the nodes are now going down there, right there.
hey. Okay, nice.
This is what is annoying, is that when you're dead, you can't place markers and whatnot as squad lead, which is annoying. So he's here, he's operating there. We're not going to be able to set up garrisons here. Well, I mean, we can try, but they're just going to see us, either shoot us or wait for us to leave, and then they go back in. Done that too many times. It's going to be a waste. Oh, and don't bother trying to ask anybody to go in and clear it out. Nobody's interested in going out and clear out recon and whatnot. I mean, there's a handful of players that play this game that will do it, but they're a rare breed, right?
Losing the defensive point.
George is going
Okay,
way over
Garrison's
there
up.
to set that up.
It's kind of an open
Got it.
area, so it's
Got
not
it.
the greatest.
Dog squad.
Yeah, there's enemy
Good
near
work.
your OP dog squad. Just be careful.
Oh, we've got another garrison up? Oh, amazing.
But they were near it.
Roger that.
And there's all the nodes gone. Alright, so they're right there. I'm just going to set one up right here, basically. It'll give us options if anybody else ever wants to use it. And basically, it's the only place to go, because if I try to go here, it's going to snipe
Okay,
me
can I
anyway.
have-
I try to go.
Option, King, Charlie, and Baker squad stay on defense. I can reinforce when you're ready.
Command, can I get a supply truck top HQ, please?
Fire truck in.
Thank you.
Reinforcing defensive point. Everyone try and move on to that, please. E and G, stay on the attack.
Okay, considering the flank.
Everyone else get back and defend. Icy
solo
squad, I
tanker.
told you to defend.
If it was a full squad, we were communicating, that would be more helpful, but I'm not confident that they've knocked out the recon that was operating in this area, so therefore I'm not going to be placing the garrison here where it was in the previous position, which would have been a better position. It's much better, it's much closer. But I'm going to have to go here. And the problem with placing the garrison here is that now you're excluding this zone, so later on, if you want to try to place it closer, you're going to run into some problems, basically. But it's a war game, and you know, you're gonna have to deal with this type of stuff. And I know eventually somebody's gonna make the comment, like 30 minutes down the line, when the entire situation has changed, it's like, who built that garrison there?
Good job on the defense, guys. Keep it up.
You need thick skin to play logistics, because a lot of people are gonna criticize your work.
It's just we need some pressure on Scar, or we're going to be defending all game.
Yep, fine. A few squads heading to attack now. I have precision strike and bombing run available.
Another precision strike. Oh, tank maybe? Nope, he's alive. Nice. Oh. Garrison C7's hot. I'm not gonna risk trying to go off-road here, get stuck, and I'm in no rush really.
Yeah, I'd need 100 to build a garrison.
Where can I drop the supply crate off? Drop it right here. Off to the side. Oh! Ah!
Hey, Commander. My support is coming to you. Dropping 50.
I reckon that's recon.
Wait.
Enemy recon vehicle
Yeah,
on
he's
dog
just
marker, just sitting
Knocked
there.
out the supplies. Yeah, we gotta go. Enemy recon squad in C4.
Precision strike going on my ping.
Oh dear. Alright, let's see if we can cut across to the road down here and not get the truck
Keep
stuck.
up the defense, guys. We don't want to lose this.
So their recon's doing a lot of good work. I've been denied a lot of areas to set up garrisons, and they've taken down quite a few garrisons.
Tank on my marker down.
Yeah, nice hit.
Just gonna try to create some distance, because with the supply truck, you know, we can't go around. Oh, we just lost the garrison there. Okay, so I'm assuming,
Recon plane going in.
a good assumption, since we have infantry presence here, it should be relatively clear to set it up. But I did make that mistake earlier down south at Cow Trail, but we're gonna have to risk it anyway. Pretty sure I can cut across here, but I'm not too confident in not getting the truck stuck, so I'm just gonna take
Need
a
to
long way
defend,
around.
guys. Hold back for the defense. Check your maps. Planes
Set
up.
up a garrison somewhere here. I think we'll just set it up there. We need something close and fast, because everything's gone, basically.
Strafing run going on to Scar.
In fact, if I can just get anywhere up here where it's relatively safe. Ah, I can't go up here.
I got a kill with that. Use it. Let's move.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try risk it. Go up here on the left.
Anyone who's near the defensive point, we have to get there quick. I'm close to reinforce, but I don't have it yet.
Hopefully recon has moved away, because we're heading right back near that area where we got shot at. Okay, I'm just gonna try go off-road here. Avoid him. Oh man. Oh no, options, god damn. Options are OP so hot. I'm just gonna set one up here, because we're not gonna be able to get any closer. Garrison up D4. Oh, I'm out of crates. There's plenty enough space for them to get one right here, I'm pretty sure.
Enemy garrison down on me. Died doing it. The garrison is down.
Nice job. Attack.
Oh man, we've lost our network and our fallback garrison's getting... Oh, somebody built nodes next to it. Well, I don't blame them. But basically, if you build things near each other, it's a pretty
Okay, they are inside the bunker.
good chance that somebody else is gonna stumble upon it, basically.
Enemy
But, you know, it's
half
fine.
track on the
Find the
option
detail.
mark just north of the trail. Option mark, light vehicle mark.
Light vehicle. Okay, we don't want to go there.
You got anyone in your squad option that can take it out? You got an AT?
Recon still.
Yeah, I just asked my if you were doing that.
Cute.
Okay, I should be able to slip by. I'm just gonna risk it because I want to try and get the supplies back in fast and get it back in the action.
Half track destroyed.
Oh, it was a half track on the recon. I wasn't listening properly. Oh well. Okay, so usually I get like paranoid and I constantly open the map like this when I'm driving. There's no. What I've learned is that there's not much reason to when you're like going back, because the situation is going to be changed by the time you get the supplies and you're going back out.
G squad, I have bombing run available. Let me know if you need it.
You'd be better off just focusing on driving on the road and not getting the truck stuck, basically. Yeah, I like to do things fast. For me, my philosophy is that if you can like outthink the opponent and you can outpace the opponent, then you'll win. But in a game like this, especially if you're playing in a public game, it's not going to work out the way that my philosophy is. I've tried to implement it in other games that I've played, where you try to be fast, basically. This doesn't quite work out. So every now and then you get the opportunity to do it. It's very rare.
Infantry on my ping, approaching.
Basically, the way it works is that if you can build the garrisons first, before the enemy can place theirs, you can steamroll them. And I've been a part of quite a few games on both sides. The side that did the steamrolling, the side that got steamrolled, where basically the enemy is not able to set any garrisons up, and our side sets up all the garrisons, just cap all the points in under like 15 minutes. But anyway, we really need to reset the garrisons.
Bombing run going across the top of the scar. Watch out, danger close.
Item just got wiped out there. That's not good. Well, I'm assuming because there's a massive gap here,
Flares up near Scar.
they've got to be here. I mean, as you can see, we don't have that many markers.
more
There's an
garrisons,
enemy
boys.
above Bud Spencer. I don't know who's got Bud Spencer in their unit, but there's an enemy lying above. Dark Hounds should have a lead on him as well.
Command, can I get a supply drop in D5, Baker marker?
Okay. Baker is doing more of the Lord's work, which is good. I'm not alone in doing all these things. Especially, well, me, Commander, and Baker, basically. But, okay, I need to make a decision whether we want to build more garrisons
Okay, I got a lot with that
without
bombing
getting
run.
killed.
Move in.
Definitely not here, because nobody's been able to get here. Most of our guys that are in the point looking down here. Yeah, this is hot. We're not going here. We'll try set one up here then.
Recon
Enemies
plane
coming from
going
the
in.
southwest. The call.
I think here looks good. I did not
Recon
mean to
plane
do
coming
that.
in, check your maps.
Got this junction here. Hope enemy recon has moved away. Set the garrison there. At that trench line or behind the trench. There is a lot of driving.
Need help with culture. Lots of them coming from the south side.
Nothing happens. And of course, what usually happens is that when something does happen, you just got shut out and have no idea what happened, where the guy was,
Repeat, boys, we need help with culture.
or how many there were actually shooting at you. You can make educated guesses and try to relay that information to the team, but most of the time, as a logistics player, you are ignored right up to the point that you set up a garrison. And more often
H
than not,
squad, push north and try and clear towards Cal Trail.
you're ignored most of the time because nobody realizes who's the guy setting up all the garrisons most of the time. And in this game, it's pretty good because Baker's doing a lot of work. Commander's
J squad, move back for the defense.
he's trying to save the game basically, so I don't blame him for not building that many garrisons.
Everyone on this side of the river, move back to defend.
He's definitely one of the better commanders that I've seen, you know, take up the mantle of commander in this game.
Reinforcing now.
One thing that people need to keep in mind is that the reinforce only works if they have people in the hard cap. The hard cap being the strong point, basically. It doesn't count the cap weight ratio outside the 4 zones. At least that's how it was when I was studying it.
J squad, move across to defend.
There may have been updates and changes since then.
They can need help. We need more defenders.
Okay, hopefully we don't get shot right here. Plenty of cover here, that's good. Try to set the crate right here on the left. Oh man, it's not looking good.
Gonna lose Scar at this rate, boys.
Okay, so here's the thing that you can do, and you need to keep this in mind. Squad leaders also need to keep this in mind. So that
Cal
once
Trail,
the,
you mean?
when
Alright, sorry,
the
Culture.
zone
I
flips,
don't have anything else to give you. We need people in.
garrisons and OPs get destroyed. Alright, so if you're a squad leader and you're still fighting over point, you need to make sure you stay alive so that you can reset your outpost. What on earth? That's enemy artillery. Of course, there's garrisons, that's also a problem. It does kind of look like we're holding... Nope. Baker just got wiped out.
Putting an airhead back there.
So basically we're waiting.
Spawn
We're
on
in
it.
the red zone. If we place the garrison right now, if it flips... it's getting really close. We lose the garrison basically. It does look like they're holding though. Okay, we'll do it then.
Enemy garrison Scar destroyed.
Garrison up in C5. Okay, I'm gonna try to run over there instead of a garrison. Baker is too preoccupied trying to fight off the point. Somebody else has got to do it. And I don't think Love Squad has been talking this game. Nope, I don't think so. I'm not gonna take the truck because it's gonna be too obvious.
Gonna lose the defensive point.
We are in an active zone. Oh man, are we actually gonna lose it? Nope. Okay, go back. Go back. Oh, come on. Actually, in hindsight, probably should have been better if I just tried my very best to get this garrison up. Get more guys in. Too close. Come on. Put a marker up, check the range, 20 meters. Oh, yeah, we lost it. God damn. Okay, we need to go back where we were and reset the garrison. There's still enough supplies there. Just the trenches.
Let's get some garrisons built, guys. There's plenty of supplies down already.
Roger, working on it.
Get me a garrison there. Get a quick capture off here.
We're not going to be able to get that garrison right now unless somebody... Oh, okay, no, we got two. Yeah, okay, we can. Right, so we build this one, go back and build that. I missed that. I should have picked that up earlier. Paying too much attention, couldn't see it. Build this first, go back there. Yeah, I'm making a lot of mistakes, not gonna lie. And we'll lock. Enemy infantry is probably around here.
They got a shot, somehow.
What do you say? Oh, the Gary's hot. Yeah. That is enemy fire. We are capturing it again. Might be quite close. Need to put more distance. I think I have to set the garrison up somewhere over here. Should be in range of the supplies, but far away from that previous garrison I just built. Right, we've got 25 minutes left. The way we can win this game is just capture Scar, hold it, and yeah, don't try going for a full domination.
Bombing run is coming, shout.
6 meters. Okay. Garrison up in D5. Never mind, it's overrun. Oh, we just lost
Supply
the
plane going up.
They have found this. We need to try to get back to that.
Guys, there's an enemy garrison on me here. How the hell have they got to here?
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, commander's calling in that there's a garrison, enemy garrison that's there. Ooh, enemy recon seems to be doing a lot of work, and that is a lot of red. The guy next to me just got shot. There's a guy behind me. I don't see him. Supply truck's gone. Okay then. Oh, this is not looking good at all. Nice. Oh, I'm just gonna work my way into the point and see what's there. Yep, and a lot of infantry. Oh, yep. Ah. Probably should have taken cover behind one of the trenches and leaned out.
Strafing run going in, check your maps.
Not too sure if that supply truck's stuck or not. Even if it is, okay, we saw them over here moving this way and this way.
Henry, can you drop supplies on my supply mark?
Love squad is, well, we lost a supply truck
No,
here
I need
previously.
whoever's on artillery to get off. They've used up all my munitions.
Okay, roger that.
Right. Command, can I get a supply
where's your
truck
mark again?
HQ?
Sorry, I can get more. Oh yeah, okay. I see it. Again, supply truck top.
Yes, please.
Supply truck in.
Okay, Love Squad has cleared this out. We've set garrison up there because it's safe, and then work our way down back into where we were before.
Enemy half track moving on the option light vehicle mark.
Oh, that was another option that I usually forget about, is that as a logistic player you can use half tracks. You're the one guy that can, at the end of the game, mid to late game, you know, start using half tracks. Because either you reach garrison limit or you need to get in places where one advantage is that enemy recon can't really take it out, right? Because you need explosives of some kind. And yeah, it's really good, handy thing to keep behind the lines. But you know, I forgot about that, and quite frankly, the way the game is going, I don't think it would have been much help either. That's something I need to keep in mind, remind myself more often. Yeah, that's another strategy for logistics.
Guys, can you get any updated vehicle or tank marks, please?
One other thing is that if one of your HQ spawn points get overrun, you can spawn in a half track there, and that would be your like a backup garrison spawn point kind of thing. Probably. Not a lot of people know about that trick. But I mean, by the time you get there, things are already pretty bad, right?
Enemy garrison to short a call. Mostly done.
Try to set this up here.
Boys, where are you all?
Close to recon plane.
Enemy garrison C6 destroyed along with 2 LPs.
Garrison up in D4. Okay. These guys have cleared this out. Well, it looks like we cleared it out. I want to try and get the garrison back up there.
Recon plane coming up.
Go back. Oh, Love Squad, it's now hot. Yeah, coming after us, and we're out of here. Yep, and it's locked. Yeah. Okay, so So we're gonna have to compromise here. We want to try set up in the blue area. Don't want to run into the problem that we did before, but probably not a lot of cover down there. Hopefully we don't get shot. Okay, actually it's pretty okay cover. This building here will have to sacrifice a couple of meters.
There's an enemy half-track moving into our
Oh, I completely forgot.
bottom HQ area.
Can't deploy in the HQ zones. Gonna have to go across.
I've lost sight of him. Seems like they're maybe gonna park it in the back corner.
Baker squad, there was a few infantry on you.
Set it up here.
You found any spawn?
Off the road. Hopefully that's off the road. Yeah, yep, good enough. The move marker there, so we can try to gauge distance of 50 meters. Try and get it up right behind this wall, the burnt out house. Nope, there we go. Garrison up in B5. Okay. Next logical place would be here. That is not a good zone to go in yet. We have the base here, so if infantry can spawn in and move in, you know, this is the theoretical aspect of Garrison Placement. It sounds good in your head, but when you play the game, not only is the enemy not going to cooperate, your own team's not going to cooperate.
I have bombing, running, precision strike. Is there any hard targets for me to aim at?
So you try to gauge the distance since it's a 200 meter. Oh, we just lost our tank. You just translate the distance. So if it's here in this box, then 200 meters is around here. We should be able to get away with placing it here because it's at the garrisons. Yeah. But Love Squad, as you can see, OP just went down. They are right there. We'll just put one up for the sake of it.
I would say they have an enemy recon squad at the very least coming from that half track.
We're losing lumberyard.
Oh my. I might need to help out setting up. Assuming this was the half track that
C, I, and E defend lumber.
Okay, considering that these nodes are still up, I should be able
If you can get me any actual visuals, O squad on your ping, give me any hard targets, I can bomb them.
Okay, need to turn this truck around. Yeah, right into a tree. Oh, okay. Check it.
Having a
This
garrison
junction.
somewhere behind them.
Yeah, this is a
Maybe
problem
on
when you're always
D8.
constantly looking at the map. You run into things. Oh man, I'm not sure if there's actually a road here. It's just a trench line. Can we just go off-road? We go off-road. Yeah, risk it.
I'll have airhead available in just a minute. I can put it in D8 if you want.
The trenches you need to really keep track of. They can really get you stuck.
Enemy infantry on dog mark moving towards lumberyard.
That's got to be their recon.
Lots of them. Yeah, there's a smoke over here. I'm assuming it's in this area, but I don't know for sure. I haven't seen it yet.
Close to recon plane, I can confirm.
Not too sure of these big rocks and boulders that are in the ground, whether they count as like hard terrain.
Airhead going in, bottom of D8.
Oh yeah, there's tons of them coming there. I just got killed. I killed one.
Fire as well.
We might very well be walking into it. Yeah, we
Auction
shot
will
it.
go to their head and go to Garrison.
Okay,
there.
yeah, it's not good.
Recon plane coming in. Oh
Yeah,
squad, is that garrison marker accurate, or is it just a guess?
Oh, or my dog. That's just a guess.
Okay. Check your maps, check your maps.
oh
Yeah, look
my.
at the shit ton.
Holy shit.
You can
That's
see
a
where
half
the
track.
the half track you can see in the back corner. Yeah, I fucking told you half track ages ago.
Yeah, Dog has been saying that there's been a half track somewhere. I myself haven't been paying too much attention, but you know, it's not my job to know where the enemy is for the most part. I'm trying to set up the garrison. I can't really help in the HQ.
I'm in run
Garrison
going
on-
in.
I can't get the supplies in. I'm probably gonna have to jump into one of these guys' squad and set the supplies.
Enemy garrison on your mark, Baker.
Dog
It's not
is
upgraded to
a
garrison.
recon squad.
Or able, I mean.
Oh, okay. There's an airhead here with supplies. I'll set that up for command.
Got that garrison?
Oh, one trick for people to know is that. Is this guy setting it up? I think that guy's gonna set it. I'll let him set it up then. Yep, he set it up. Alright.
Garrison at the airhead is up.
Their half track is gone, half track's gone.
One way you can
Got
set
a
up
few with the
mid-zone
bombing gun
garrisons
as well.
as infantry,
Beautiful.
which is very meta. So you get one guy who's support, drop the supplies, then you ask him to redeploy, switch out of the bowl, get another squad member to
Now we have
drop
to look
in
for the OPs.
as support, and he gets his supply. Boom, you got 100 supplies without having to have any vehicles or airdrops or whatever.
King squad, how's it looking on you? Can I remove the infantry marker?
Did you say King Squad or D
50,
Squad?
only 50.
King. Got an
Yeah,
arty
yeah,
marker
yeah.
next year, but I don't want to call it on you,
Yeah,
obviously.
I've just killed about 6 of them.
Okay, nice one.
Good to remove.
How much time do we have? 12 minutes. Oh man. Alright. I'm thinking. I can't access here. Can't access here. We got shot as we were coming across here. I think we're gonna be clearing that out anytime soon. Going through. Oh, our garrison up here just went down.
Man, our team is spread out all over the place.
Garrison D4 went down. Alright. One last play. Respawn supply truck top, move in around here, set up a garrison. You will
Any
immediately
garrison spotted on Cal Trail itself?
allow us to try and influence those two those 2 points. That's all I've got left that I can think of. And we just have to pray that you know, it just works out the way we think it is, which hasn't happened throughout this entire game. Command, can I get a supply truck top HQ, please?
Fire truck in.
Thank you. I'm not gonna risk going in the middle because where there's reconners, I was just there to knocked it out. I mean, could risk it. Usually in this case I would risk it, but I'm just gonna play it safe this time. I think we've got 11 minutes. Might be too late to be honest, either way, but
Smoke rounds going into Cal Trail.
we shall try.
Bike squad, they should be landing around just in front of you. Let me know if it's good.
Set it up there.
Enemy garrison D7 destroyed.
More driving. See if we can go off-road somewhere here and cut across. You know, they haven't taken out... Oh no, that wasn't supply. It was a different supply. I was about to say, they didn't find supplies, but yeah, they did. That's a different supply. Okay, our infantry is moving on. moving in. Set it up here on this side, preferably, so when it flips to blue zone garrison instead of a red zone garrison, you can immediately use it to attack into the scar, in theory. Can I go off-road here? Yeah, we're gonna have to try. We're running out of time. And may have hit the worst part to go off-road into.
Still the odd straggler in the area of that destroyed half-track. I just took out an OP there.
Zones. Okay, we got recon coming out, that's good. Oh, someone's put up an enemy garrison. If it's Baker Mark, I trust this guy to be somewhat accurate. He's doing a lot of good work. We're gonna have to be careful. Hopefully they're looking down this way, because you know, why would anybody be up here in the edge of the map, right? A lot of people can see us over here. Not looking good, not looking good. We're gonna try to drop the supply crate and get the truck out of here. So we try not to draw attention to the garrison. Come on. No? Oh. Garrison re-established in D4. Baker. Okay, that would be a good spot actually. I'm gonna try make my way over to Baker and drop supplies. It's gonna be locked, but Baker went down. Good spot actually. Okay, just drop the supplies there. Baker, I've dropped a supply crate next to your OP. Yeah, we're down. Command has lost in-game voice chat. That is not good. Used to be a pretty big problem a year back. Voice comms in the game would just go down, and it would be down for like the entire game for both sides. Oh, I might have dropped it too far away because it's over there. Oh well. I think we're still engaged here. I'm not too sure. That locked up. And we just get in on the fight. Nothing else we can do. Oh, supplies went down, Baker went down. Let's go with that. I believe voice chat for everybody else has gone down, because I'm not hearing anything either. $50 supplies still there. I think it's quite close. So if we do manage to get, yeah, but you know, we're running out of time. In theory, if we had time. Just once we get the flip, set a blue zone garrison up there. And our garrison there just locked up. 5 minutes. No, we're not gonna be able to make it. It's game over. I'm just gonna play the game out till the end. And I I think for this video, I'll just keep in the last 5 minutes of this game as well. Try and get up here. Oh, no, still guys there. Yeah. Unlucky. Oh dear. Oh, we just lost that guy. Yeah. Well, there goes the Garrisons. Might as well unlock the squad actually. This is really like this, you know, because I have good OP placement. If it's like it's more of like a competitive thing. It's called squad hopping.
Dropping down the airhead behind the point.
Chat is back. Basically, the way you can move men around to
Someone carry Garrison Marker.
is to have them leave the squad that they're in and join the squad whose OP is in a good position, basically. That's like a competitive kind of meta thing. I've never been a big fan of that, and quite frankly, I don't think it really works because you lose squad cohesion. But that's a discussion for another day. Oh, that's a lot of infantry, god damn. I got 2 hits in that guy. Ah, guy right in front of me. So yeah, whether or not you impact the game, I'm pretty sure. Well, one way you can gauge whether or not the logistics players impact the game is his nodes still up throughout the entire game. That's one aspect. Although in this game, however, it did take some time for it to go live. But looking at the fuel that we have, you know, we had no armor squad, so that didn't help. On this map,
Enemy garrison confirmed. Dog mark.
Whether or not armor impacts the
I'm
game
gonna try to take it out.
is a discussion in of itself. But usually it's not a good thing if you don't have any armor squads running. Our fuel's all stacked.
Yeah, I'm on it for what it's worth.
So it probably didn't help out that much. But if your nodes have stayed up very long throughout the entire game, that's one way you know that you've done your job. And the other way to know is that if your people use your garrisons, then yes, you're probably doing a job. And usually it's not that hard to achieve that second point, because if nobody builds garrisons, there's only one garrison left. Obviously, people are just going to use it, even if it's in a terrible spot. So yeah, it could be that all my garrisons have been in terrible places, but you know, quite a few of them have been used.
Let's go.
Good job.
But we tried. Commander did an okay job. I mean, he did all right. It's just unlucky how this game progressed, really. Yeah, we could not generate enough momentum after we took Scar. We got counterattacked, then we got pushed back, and we have yet to be able to create enough initiative to go on the offensive. But such is the game. And this is going to be a very common occurrence and theme. probably gonna make a couple more videos like this, me just playing. Actually, it'll probably be more like
GG.
my previous episodes where I just
GG.
show you me playing.
Yeah.
Good game.
GG.
Yeah, Commander. He was a bit unlucky there. Yeah, but Command did good job. Give him. Oh, he's only almost level 70. Yep, you did good. Dog and Baker squad were very helpful. I don't believe Love Squad ever. He's definitely level 38. That's alright. That's the game.